Hello, good morning everyone. So in last video, we discussed about the HTML5 structure. Okay, so I explained why we are going to use the HTML5 new tags. So to replace the heading tags, for replacing heading tags in HTML5, they introduce the header, footer, section, article, figure, fig caption, aside. Okay, this type of particular tags. Okay, in div what happens, for if you want to divide in your entire web page, so for each and every part of your web page we are using div tag. Okay, so there it creates a problem and as well as the confusion. What confusion? For div you are giving separate class names. Okay, that class, why that class and id, that I explained in last class. Okay, last practical class I explained. So why that class? For giving different names. That div is same, but for div, for differentiate the different types of divs, we are giving different names. There it will create some confusion. And then if you want to modify the particular part of your code, then you need to search that one. That creates some art, or that killing your time. Okay, coding time. Okay, and then it will be little bit confusion. Okay, so to overcome that one, in HTML5 they introduce this tags, different tags, inbuilt elements they introduce actually. So these inbuilt elements having their own future. Okay, but these inbuilt elements also working same as your div tag. Okay, this one is also having the default features, display block, just like your div. Okay, but we are represented using particular name. Okay, specific name. By using specific name we are representing the particular tag. Okay, see, this one is your HTML5. This one is your HTML5 extract, HTML5 tag structures. Okay, so for if you want to write your programs by using HTML5, you have to use all these tags. So we already know, if you want to design any website, okay, you can open any website. So for that website, first what we have in that website, first we have header part. Okay, that header part we represented using header tag. Header tag, header is a tag. Okay, so next I explain one by one, don't worry. Okay, so header tag, inside that header tag we have navigation group. H group is heading group. Heading group is for, in header we don't have only one title. So we have title and then header image and then some of the social media links and then your information, email id, and then as well as your phone numbers. Okay, so for that if you want to use, you need to use different elements, different HTML elements. For grouping that elements, again we are using H group. Okay, and then for creating navigation bar they introduce nav tag. Okay, nav is a tag for representing navigation bar. Okay, now I will show you one example. Okay, new tab. Okay, so now I open our college website, www.citmandia.com. .com or .in? .in. Now it's .in. Okay, see, this one is your header part actually. Okay, this one is your header part. This entire thing, what you are seeing here, this is your logo. This one is also we need to insert. They inserted in heading part, and then this one is the title of your website. Okay, this one is also heading. Okay, and then this one we call as navigation bars. Here, home, about us, departments, academics, study material, research, placement facilities, alumni, contact us. This we call as navigation bar. Okay, for creating this one, we use nav tag. Okay, nav is for navigation bar. Okay, and then now here what they did, that navigation bar and heading groups are these two things, they put it inside a header. Okay, you can also use this navigation bar separately. Okay, after header also you can use navigation bar. Okay, so and then next they defined main part, see here in header also they used nav. Below that after header also they use another nav. Okay, why that header in this website they are not used like that in your college website. Okay, but if you open other websites, okay, other websites, in that header itself you have some social links, social media links. Facebook, and then your Instagram or Google Plus. Okay, so for that link also you can use a navigation bar. Okay, in header. Okay, below that they use section. Below that, the middle part of your web page. Okay, top part header we call, bottom footer, middle part we called as section. Okay, this section is the middle part. Here we are actually mentioned our content. What actual content if you want to represent in your web page, that actual content we represented here in section part. Okay, section part. For that they named as section. Okay, and then next inside this section we can use article. Article is for representing the data what you are going to type. So here you see they are representing some of the details right here. This for this one you can create separate articles. So this one is one article, this one is another article. Like this you can create separate article for each data part what you are going to represent. Okay, and then next you have inside that figure. If you want to insert figure, okay, in your section part, middle part, for inserting figure, again here for inserting figure you have to use image tag only. But for representing that image tag, we are creating one part in your web page, one space in your web page. That for that space we are naming figure. Okay, by using this figure we can't insert figure. Okay, inside this figure you need to insert what? AMG tag. Okay, and then fig caption. Fig caption is nothing but for giving title to your figure. Okay, you already observed in your textbooks or in your any soft copy documents. There for each and every figure you already created reports, right? In reports for table and then for figures you give one title, right? You gave one title. So for giving title we are using fig caption. Fig caption is for giving title. Okay, and then aside is for see here I will show you. Here they not created, I think so. Aside is just like this. Here you see this one is the one part, right? Separate part. Okay, like this if you want to create a if you want to represent some of the notifications. Are you observed in your video website? If you open video website, there in right side you are getting some notifications, recent notifications, so and events. Okay, for that part only aside means in the side of your web page. If you want to represent the data, for that we named as a aside. Okay, so this one is the structure of your HTML5. At the end we have footer. So here header, h group, navigation bar, nav tag, and article section, fig caption. So before HTML5 was introduced, these tags, okay, for all these things we are using the only one tag called div, but we are giving different names. Okay, so there it will create confusion, and then you need to, it will be very hard to remember that class names. Okay, to replace that one they introduce this heading, different types of tags for each part of your web page in HTML5. Along with this they introduce so many tags for audio, video, and then for your inserting Google Maps. You can also insert Google Maps. Next I will explain you how to insert Google Maps in your website. Okay, for inserting Google Maps. Okay, and then for drawing your 3D drawings. For 3D drawings also they introduced some of the inbuilt tags. Okay, so there are lot of features they introduced in HTML5. So this one is the basic structure. Okay, this one is the important question for your examination purpose. If in your exam you will get definitely this one is a repeated question. Okay, they can ask this question for 8 to 10 marks. Okay, explain HTML5 structure. So if they ask explain HTML5 structure, you have to first write this all these tags and then explain one by one. Okay, I hope you all understand this one. Okay, why that HTML5 tags was introduced. Okay, so next we see one by one. See here, heading tag. First one is heading tag. In heading tag, see header they called. Inside that header you can call image h1. Okay, so and then inside, and then you can, okay, this one is a basic structure. Okay, and then they are not going to tell you to follow this structure only. This one is not mandatory. You can use header inside your article or inside your section. Okay, you can nest one with other. Okay, you can use section inside header also. You can nest one tag with another tag. Okay, no need to worry. But this, no, it will not create any problem. But you have to follow. This is the basic structure. That's it. Okay, basic structure where we can insert. See here in first header. Okay, header tag they insert image and h1. Okay, this image is for logo. Actually, in header, if they insert any image, that one is indicates for logo. Okay, and then H1 is for title of your web page. And then inside article also, here this one is article tag. Inside article tag, they create header. Okay, they create header, and then heading group. Heading group. Okay, it's like a container. Header is a container. Inside that, we are going to create a different types of data. So header, you call header. Inside is header, you can call H group. Okay, here we have H1 and H2 tags they called. Two heading, different heading tags they called. Okay, and then article, inside article also you can call H group. You can nest one element with another element. Okay, and then navigation bar. Okay, navigation bar, we already know what, for linking one web page to another web page. So for creating linking pages, again here also we need to use anchor tag only. But for representing that data, we are having one name, one element, that is nav. Okay, so here see, so the nav elements represent the section of the page that contains link to the other page. So what I explained, that same thing here they are mentioning. Okay, these are all recommended by the WG group. Okay, World Hypertext. What is this? World Hypertext Application Technological Working Group. ಹೌದಾ? ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮರಿಬಾರ್ದು. Okay, so next, listen here. The following listing, actually this is the code to create navigation bar. If you create any navigation bar, we follow this code. Okay, you create another list. Okay, I hope you all watched listers video, right? So you create another list. For listing elements, we use li tag. So inside li, we need to mention the data. Here we need to create linking pages. For that, we are using anchored tag. Okay, if you create any navigation bar, so for navigation bar, inside that navigation bar, UL tag you need to call li and then anchor tag. So by using this only, we are creating a navigation bars. Okay, and then article and section. Okay, so section, the textbook is divided into smaller blocks of content called chapters, which make this long book easier to read. Okay, so in your textbook, how they are separating paragraph, so like this, for easy to read your web page information. Okay, here they created what, they created sections. Further, over each chapter is further divided into section, and these sections into even smaller subsection also you can make, all of which make it contents of the book easier to manage for both the reader and the authors. Okay, other type of textual contents such as newspaper are similarly divided into logical section.